With a positive mindset, you can overcome anything that stands in your way. Welcome back to Sketching in Clay from Brian's Art of Creation. And today I want to do something special. Today I want to share with you a special tribute, a special piece. And this one is for my Uncle Stephen. This is to give him hope, to give him some inspiration, to give him some love, to give him some prayers. Because right now he's currently battling cancer and just looking for stronger purpose and something that's some inspiration to help pull him through. And so on that, the reason I created the sculpture is because just like my little heroes, just like when I tried to create the piece of my brother-in-law, Chris, when I surround myself with these images and I try to create a sculpture, yes, I can definitely send a prayer, but here I'm spending an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes, surrounding myself with these images, surrounding myself with these thoughts, with these memories, and just pouring my energy, my healing energy, my positive energy into whatever it is that I'm working on. And so in this case, just sending all that loving energy to my uncle. And what I wanted to share today is just that our mind is so powerful. And that mind-body connection is such a strong thing to where it can really help to heal you or it can help and hurt you. So I want you guys to think about that positive mindset. A quote from Tony Robbins says, "Where focus goes, energy flows." And so where I take that as is looking into the positive, finding the positive in every single situation. And I believe in that with my whole heart, to where every single situation that may happen to us, life is going to happen, and there are going to be uncontrollable factors. However, in every single situation, you can find a positive. You can find something that you can grab onto, something that you can get out of it. It's like another quote that I heard, "A calm sea does not make a skilled sailor." In that, if life was just flowing with no struggles, no problems, we wouldn't be able to grow. We wouldn't be able to overcome and get better, to achieve new things. So taking on, even though life is going to come at us, it's going to throw these rogue waves. Even though some of them are going to hurt, some of them are really going to throw us off course. However, because of the fact that we went through those, we're able to get up stronger. We're able to come back. And we're going to learn new ways, new techniques of dealing with certain situations with every single one that comes. We're going to become more resilient. It's also like a study that they did that I read about. I'm not sure where it was, but they basically created a dome. And they created nature to kind of live away from the rest of the world. And trees were growing, and they would grow to a certain level, and it would fall over. And the reason is because their roots were not growing. Their roots would grow deep enough, but they weren't being tested. There wasn't wind because it was inside a dome. So when we're out in life, wind, waves, these things hit us, and we dig our roots deeper. We learn how to overcome, how to go up against it. And we learn new things along the way. Each day makes us stronger, makes us better. And when you focus on the positive, it's going to make you grow that much faster. According to science, it says that approximately 2 to 3 minutes of stress or negativity can stay in your body for up to 5-6 hours. So if you can try your best to shift away from that, I would do that. Now, with everything going on in life, you can look at anything and find a positive. You can look at anything and find a negative just as easy. Our mind will always search out whatever we decide to focus on. An example of this is, think about somebody that you know. If you wanted to say that person was amazing, was beautiful, was great, you could find a few reasons to back that up. But then I guarantee you that if you decided that you wanted to say that person was horrible, was evil, that you could think of a few instances. Maybe it was on their bad day, or maybe there was a day where they kind of woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or did something that kind of upset you just a little bit. If you were to focus on that and only that, they would become an evil person. And so that's why I believe that it's always better to find the positive. And one thing that I feel a lot of people misconstrue is, I say that life is always going to happen, and you can find the positive in any situation that happens. However, I am not saying at all that the positive is going to be better than the situation not happening at all. However, things happen, and I think because of them happening, that you can then choose to focus on a positive or a negative. And the reason I believe so strongly about that is because I've had a couple friends who have lost children at a very young age. And in my heart, I don't believe there's anything really worse or harder to overcome than that. And I don't even know I can't even imagine what that would feel like. However, one of my friends, she lost a son at about 5 months. However, she will never say or express it as she lost her son. She always says that I was blessed to have him for 5 months. Because it could have been 3. It could have been 2. Now, taking that and really believing in that is something that'll help you overcome the situation and just be blessed to think about it that way. And again, I'm not saying that the positive is going to be better than a situation not happening. Another friend lost her little girl to cancer right before she turned 3. And even though she would have given anything to still have her, and even though she would have gladly been in and out of the hospital for the next 5-10 years if she had to, she also told her daughter that, she said, I want you to fight as hard as you can. But I also want you to know that if it hurts too much or if it's too hard for you, that it's okay, that you can let go if you feel you need to move on. And like I said, while she would gladly stay in the hospital for another 5 years, and at that time, with everything that was with the cancer coming back, and all of the new treatments, she was basically living out of the hospital for about 2 years. And with such a tragedy happening, she could get back to living her life, to getting back to spending time with her other kid, and to really still holding on strong to the memory and to all of those emotions, but being happy to share her story and being able to share that little girl's story with the world, and to see how many people came to pay their respects at the funeral, and to see how many people responded and how many people did different events like a marathon in New York in her name. So that's what I mean by taking the positive. There's a positive in every situation, and taking what you can learn and how you can grow from it, and focusing on the beauty in the life. So in a situation like that, focusing on the beauty in the life and honoring the memories instead of soaking in the darkness and focusing on the things that you lost, focusing on the things that you'll never have, but rather honoring the memory. And so I created this because I wanted to share this with my Uncle Stephen and just share the blessings, share the love and the healing energy so that I could help to inspire him to really grab onto and hold on to that positive mindset of this may be a rogue wave that might have knocked you down and it could be a hole in the side of the boat. But you still have a lot of people that love you. You still have a lot of people fighting for you, a lot of people praying for you. And you're going to have a lot more positive moments, and you're just going to become stronger for this. I love you, Uncle Stephen. And this sculpture here is for you. Thank you so much for listening. And please help me in saying prayers for my uncle. I will catch you guys on next week's episode.